The time is 6:09 in the evening time on this Saturday evening, February 16th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Saturday evening news on this Saturday evening, February 16th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 6:09 on this Saturday evening, and we have a temperature of 38 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of the Peter Channel Evening News at 6:09 is 2 victims of Illinois shooting that attended the school that just marked the anniversary of the Never mass shooting in Parkland, Florida. Trump seeks to turn his failed and build over the wall into a campaign rag cry. Pence calls for European Iran deal after Merkel defends accord. URI offering canceled followed sudden death of student. Email address given to Caso Cortez Bill Spark seated exchange. Mormons allow missionaries to call home weekly instead of twice yearly. Texas border tab fight construction of border wall fear to displace homes. Mississippi suit to cover all of those who lost border match, judge said. U.S. military starts Friday from Venezuela to Colombia. Pope makes the president move for defected X. Candle McCarrick over sex abuse. Pence met with silence after mentioning Trump in Munich speech. Sabotage baby had failed satellite lunches in Iran. Taunton City Hall arson case that took place back in 2010 was never solved. Amazon will pay $0 of tax on $11 billion in profit for 2018. Year in space put U.S. astronaut to the moon system a high alert compared to his Earth-bound twin. Get set for super snow moon next year, the biggest supermoon of the year. Zombie deer disease in 24 states that positive infected deer eaten each year, expert warns. Washington State House Committee passes bail to ban personal physical vaccine exceptions. Helicopters were being used to evacuate Canadian missionaries, nurses, and visitors from towns in the Haiti amid street protests. United States sends humanitarian aid to Venezuela. No casualties in St. Petersburg University building collapse. Iran warns Pakistan to penalize militant group over attack. Down in America, female leaders are pushing for more women to secure top leadership positions and gain to the political area not lost. Nigeria postponed presidential elections planned for Saturday by 1 week, signing lack of proper materials at all voting locations. A Baltimore County judge has overturned a jury's $38 million wrongful death last week to the family of a woman shot and killed by police 3 years ago. Police two veteran resident Jesse Smollett attack pro. Payless or close on 21 U.S. stores. Vatican defects sex Cardinal McCarrick over sex abuse allegations. The Vatican said Saturday to defect former Cardinal of Washington, D.C. Turk America for the found to be guilty of sex abuse. After a surge claims over the past years that Central 11 Victim Compensation Fund has reduced the payments by at least 50%. Okay, in Manchester, New Hampshire, 375, Medford Street, a building 5 transports in progress with 2 dogs. CPR being performed. Dale announced senior Gwen sent his epic photo of the late legend on NASCAR helmet. Colin Kaepernick golf smiled with the legal team after NFL settlement at the event at Belair. 2:15 ends as quickly as begins due to a heavyweight rain kick. Peter Joel Newstorm is 6:13 on this Saturday evening. Started off traveling to treasure check. It's all good on the MBTA subway commuter rail ferries. 95, stop outside Old Sword. That's our Providence. 95 of it. No, stop outside Sword to 395. New London, Connecticut. 95 of it. Stop outside Sword. Norwalk, Connecticut. Bear Parkway, West outside Sword. Norwalk, Connecticut. Service Expressway, both ends about 3. The Breakthrough Split the Mass Pike in Boston. Mass Pike East outside Sword. Newton Quarter. 93, stop outside Sword. That's at Boston. Which way? Stop outside Sword Street. 20 to 93, the red direction. Central to Western Massachusetts highways on. Looking good. It's at 870, 89, 91 stop outside Louisville, U.S. Canadian outside Vermont, and onward 15 and 55, not outside Swan, 7 back towards Montreal, and 87 stop outside Louisville, Route 11 to Champlain, New York. Okay, looking at our forecast. Time for the look at weather at 6:13. Accumulated snow is expected late Sunday night on Monday. Current expectation for 2 to 4 inches of snow. However, the low and pressure system transfer with self accumulation will be limited to an inch or two. On the other end of the spectrum, the transfer for northward result of 12 to 3 to 7 inches of snow. The greatest risk for impacts for those community Monday morning will be 7 of mass packet. The focus of accumulated snow will be shifted towards south and eastern Massachusetts Monday the afternoon before ending the Monday early evening. Potential exists for winter mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain sometime late Wednesday in the Thursday morning. Okay, forecast goes like this. Tonight, clear sky about 20 degrees north, west about the sun coming in the evening for wind gusts at 20 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunny sky about 38 degrees, coffee coming north at 6 miles an hour for Sunday night. Snow like the man after 3 a.m. and clear sky about 25 degrees. Light southeast wind just pitches 7% new circumference 1 inch possible for Washington's birthday. Sunny skies about Washington's birthday snow at 34 degrees, coffee coming to northeast wind 5 miles an hour afternoon, just pitches 9% new circumference 1 to 3 inches possible. Monday night. Snow like a baby before 11 p.m. Mostly clouds about 17 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Just which is 6%. New circumference less 1 inch possible for Tuesday. Saturday mostly clouds about 32 about 16 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Coming midnight for Wednesday. Putzat sky about 30 degrees. Calm Wednesday. Snow like before 4 a.m. And then snow sleet like with clouds about 23 degrees. Light east wind just which is 6%. And for Thursday, rain, freezing rain, and sleet like before 1 p.m. Then a chest rain between 1 and 2 p.m. Clouds about 36 about 24 degrees. 136 about 24 degrees, just by 6% for Friday. Most sunny, but cut for 40 about 23 degrees, and north is about 6 miles an hour. Should be a light west wind. For Saturday, most nights about 42 degrees, and west about 6 miles an hour. Right now, it's 38 degrees in first skies of North Massachusetts, and that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Saturday evening news on the Saturday evening, February 16th, 2019. People, you have a good evening. Goodbye today, Tuesday. Now we'll see you at 10 o'clock for a 10 o'clock report because the Bruins and the Kings are playing out in Los Angeles tonight.